Almost. Carol's doing a show to keep us entertained.
Yes. Right.
Okay, here we go. It says you're live here. We'll turn it on Instagram and you're ready to go. Okay.
Well, hello, everybody. I am Desi Ekstein, and we are at the Palm Springs Drone Fest. Out here on a beautiful day, having a great time, and we are at the work booth here for vertical space and women in drones. And I am super excited because I have an amazing speaker here with me today. Linda, I'm going to let you introduce yourself and tell us about your company.
Okay, thank you, Desi. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Linda Quakenboss. I know it's a strange name, Linda Quakenboss. My company is Linda Q Media Productions. Now you know why I go by Linda Q. What we do is we do photography and video from the ground and the air, of course, with drones. We specialize in work for general contractors, so construction sites. And I know that seems a little bit strange, but it's actually very well received. There's so much drone work to be had in construction, in the construction business, and mapping or in site information. We stay on the creative side and do videos of progress of buildings going up. So when, for example, we just finished a 3-year project with the hospital, the newest hospital in Las Vegas. Actually, it's 10%. The West Henderson Hospital, and as the steel is being pulled up with the big old crane, we're getting video of that from the drone flying around as things are being constructed. And our clients really love seeing that because that's what they put on their website. That's what they send to prospective clients, and to see here's the kind of work that we can do for you. So that's what we spend most of our time with. Of course, if somebody wants to hire me for flying my drone for other projects, I'm your gal.
Oh, awesome. So there's something new for them, and we're seeing that progress. And I personally have seen your work, and it's beautiful. You make construction look so sexy.
Yeah, that's actually our tagline, Dan. You probably saw that on the website.
Maybe yours was
We,
my little.
we do our very best to make construction look sexy. And we do that in a number of ways. We're getting close to, a welder putting, he's up strapped to a building or something, and he's welding 2 pieces of steel together. That is sexy. There are sparks going, there's different lighting, there's great skill doing these things. So those are the kind of things that, of course, when they're at overnight concrete pours or overnight building, there's in Las Vegas, there's a lot of growth happening right now. And so there are projects going on. There is work going on for 24 hours in a 24-hour town because we need to get things built in a hurry. So the other thing, the reason we have overnight concrete pours in Las Vegas during the summer especially is because it is too hot for a foundation for a building or a warehouse during the day. So concrete pours generally start at midnight or 1 a.m. and go to 5 a.m. And so we're out there with lights and flying and capturing the data. So that's just one aspect. There's so many other things going on with drones. There's the mapping thing where and spacing, like I have one client who does grading and underground utilities. And so it's up to them to find out how much dirt on a site needs to be removed. And there are drone tools that help with that. So it's pretty exciting about everything that is happening in front of us.
So when you're out there doing this, obviously some of it's kind of night, so there's extra precautions that we know and such like that. But can you tell us about the drone that you're actually using? And is it night or what we're trying to put out?
Well, the drone that we consistently use is the Auto Evo Pro 60. That is our bread and butter
Yes.
drones that we use. We have 2 or 3 of those, so that in the event that one is down, which and it hasn't gone down, and so we have those as backup, because whenever you're on a site, you need to have backup equipment, as we all know, because if something happens, you can't just say, oh, sorry, I don't have a drone anymore, I can't do the rest of this job for you.
Can you stop pouring concrete?
Yeah, exactly, yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so you need to have backup equipment, and that's what we do. Now, when we are flying and, doing an overnight shoot, we definitely scout the site during the day, because you want to find out, where there are wires, where is the crane going to be, where the concrete tracks going to be. You need to find out and scout for the obstacles ahead of time. Because at nighttime, as we all know, your night vision is different than your day vision. And so it's going to count differently for that. And if you've got high tension power lines nearby, you're gonna have to be able to know where those are ahead of time, because at night you're not gonna see them the same way. So those are the things that we do. The cameras, there are actually, Autel has a couple of different drones that have cameras that are better for nighttime shooting than daytime shooting. And so we employ those ones for the overnight stuff, but we have definitely the Evo 6K and an 8K for daytime shooting. And what we do when we do that for editing purposes, my sweet husband is our video editor. And he is also very specific about having a drone with the equipment that delivers 10K video. Does that make? Yeah, well, it makes it easier in color reproduction and editing that versus 8K or less. So that's, I mean, if that's the only drone that we have available to us that has less than 8K, or we're working on that. And 10-bit, not mini. Okay. Getting my video.
I thought something new came out.
Yeah, no, thank you. 10-bit on video, 4K when shooting. So that's where we are. So sorry about all this.
Oh, yeah.
I have. There's a lot of data. There's a lot of data. And so if we're shooting in 4K, that's usually enough for what our clients need. So, yeah.
So when we're talking about drone you're using, does it have a camera that is interchangeable, or you thinking this have two different lines? More that obviously we talked earlier about the drone work.
Yes.
And you need the right tool for the job.
Yes.
And so your light camera, your base camera, you have to drone training or so automatically
My fleet is mostly on tap. I think about 11 or 12.
Just a small.
In my fleet, and all of those are on Autel except for 2 DJIs. And one of the DJIs, the newest one, is so for my business, what we do, I rely on Autel. The reason that actually happened, and this is before our DJI opened the geofencing, which happened quite recently, but Las Vegas metro area is 90% covered in controlled airspace. And for me personally, it seemed to be a difficult thing to get even if I have the authorization to get the drone off the ground. So I didn't have time to fuss with that.
Time is money.
Time is money, and my clients need to have it when they need to have it. And so we said, okay, for now, we are dealing all with Autel because I don't have geofencing. Now that's changed with our DJI things, so that may open up more drones that I'll take on.
You have any jobs that specifically
No.
based on your.
Right, my clients, for the most part, they don't know which drone, and quite frankly, probably don't even care. They just want a great video, they want great photos, and that's what I do.
So do you, we're talking about marketing side, but do you do any of the commercial reports and turning that in? Because there's a lot of revenue that is made or lost when we're talking about information. It's not
Right.
so.
Specifically to us, we don't deliver that additional information. We deliver finished videos and photography that they can put up on their social media or up on their website that day. So they don't have to do anything. They don't have to do any editing. They don't leave their logos on everything for them and background music. So they're just able to plug and play. That's what they expect, and that's what they want from us. That's what.
Like I said, the work is amazing. So, okay, we gotta make a phone here. If somebody wanted to reach out, where do we come to? They wanted to see some of that great footage.
Oh, you're sweet. Our website is lindaQmediaproductions.com. And there is a link on there to contact me if you wanted to do that. We are happy to travel if you're willing to pay for travel expenses. We do most of our work, obviously in the Las Vegas metro area.
So if you were talking to somebody just getting started, and this is maybe the direction you're going to go, what would be some advice that you would give?
First thing, of course, is you need to have your apartment started. No question about that. Next thing to consider is, before you go on any job site or go knocking on any doors, is get some flight hours, get some practice time. You will have to get muscle memory in your thumbs on the sticks before you ever walk onto a client site, because you will need to know how to control your drone at all times. And I can't stress how vital that is, especially if there's a crane or if there's wet concrete. You never, just a tip here, you never want to fly over wet concrete. Okay. We always fly around wet concrete. Way too much money involved in the event that you have failure and you land in that. I'm insured to $1 million or $5 million depending on the job. I'm not going there, just fly around. So you need to get time, you need to get hours. I forgot what hours I have at this point. I think the last time I checked my flight status, I was around 2,800 flights, something like that. But I've also been flying since 2017, and I fly every week, lots of jobs. So the thing I stress to new pilots is go out every day and fly in someplace like an open field where you don't have to get any permissions. Open field, no obstructions, no light towers, no electrical power lines. Fly in batteries every day. Because it's just like you need to get the practice. It's not, well, I did it for 3 hours, I got it. Well, a week later, it's not going to be the same. So it's cumulative. You need to build up your accuracy on that. And the other thing we stress when we're teaching is that you go out, the drones usually have controls on them as to how far away they can get from beginners. If you have a decent drone. Anyway, put it on novice mode, and so that the drone is never going to be that far away from you. And just play, see what everything that you can do with this stick, then leave off that, try everything you can do with that stick. And then gently start putting those two things together. And don't worry about the camera until you're getting your muscle memory with your sticks, because that adds another thing that you have to be attuned to. So that's what I would start. And also the other thing is some of the lesser expensive drones really are harder to control.
Yeah, they really are.
They really are. So if you are going to spend some money on a beginner drone, get something at least like in the $400 to $500 range, mini something from any of the manufacturers. We have a very small starter drone, but those still have the benefits of a more expensive drone. So that, for example, if you're someplace and you go, where's the drone? And you want to just take your thumbs off the sticks, the more elaborate drones will then just hover where they are. And so then you can retain them, get your photograph to find out where you are. If you have $100 drone, you're not gonna have that benefit. And so if you lift off the sticks, the drone is just gonna go wherever it wants. It's still going, and it will go, yeah. So that would be something is invest a little bit more money than something that you can get now.
Yeah, great advice right there. So, we're gonna wrap it up, but I do have one more question along the lines of, you started in September, you have, a lot of knowledge in terms of construction. So when I go out and important is learning about it. Walking on the knowing things, and I know you have great background in safety.
Well, that's the other thing. If you go walking on a construction site, people have to have, no, this is non-negotiable. You will have to have boots, which I'm not wearing today. Like construction boots, not dress up boots or hiking boots. They have to be construction boots. You'll need to have a safety vest. You'll need to have a partner. Some of my clients actually require me to wear gloves as well onto the site. And I've negotiated with them to let me cut the fingertips off my thumb and the forefinger so that I can have my, ability to use, because otherwise it gloves, it's not. But yes, you have to have all of those things. It will not let you onto the site. You also have to have at least sleeves down to the middle of your arm here. That's a safe post requirement. And you'll have to have long pants. You cannot walk onto the side of your shorts.
See, and the safety side of things.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it really is.
do you have a safety setup when you get
I do.
out on? When you get-
I do. Usually I am away from, working areas per se. I mean, I'm not that far, but obviously I don't have to be right next to the building because we're just not in there. So we set up our mat, I set up, safety cones around the mat. We try to be out of the way so that there's not gonna be trucks coming, getting, around our site. That's okay. I also usually have a visual observer, which is nice to have you, I guess, who's watching for aircraft or me getting too close to something so that I can really focus on my tablet and see where I am and so that I'm getting the shot.
Well, that's great information. Thank you so much for sharing.
My
with
pleasure.
us, and
Happy to be here always.
hope they check out the website because I know that's stuff on there. So thank you for it.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
everybody. Bye. We'll see you. Right. Thank you.